David, first and foremost, that's a fantastic result here at MK.
Yeah, I think the first thing we should say is that, we were worthy winners. I think it shows how far we come that we're disappointed that the game's ended the way it's ended. The lads are actually sat in there disappointed, which is crazy because at 9 o'clock this morning we'd have all took 3 points and that's exactly what we're going home with. So it's really good that the players think like that. And as I've just said to them there, I said Tuesday night was a big learning curve about playing with 10 men, and I thought we were very good defending the box and not great in possession. Today was very much a learning curve about how to play against 10 men, and we didn't make a good fist of it in some aspects. Don't get me wrong, we still should have scored some more goals, and they were obviously still always a threat from set pieces, and that's what they were relying on. But the game should have never have ended the way it did. But in the grand scheme of things, like you say, a fantastic win, a fantastic result, a brilliant first half, and a second half where we've let ourselves down a bit, and it's not cost us anything in the end. But it's a really good learning point to play against 10.
And that first half in particular, like you say, was as good as I've seen the town side in many a game.
Yeah, look, the pitch is magnificent. That's the first thing to say. And we know we can play some good football. And we did in that first half. We didn't move the ball quick enough in the second. We didn't run as much. Their manager said to me before the game, you're a decent team and you run a lot. And we do. The best teams work the hardest. And we didn't do that as much in the second half. And you have to give them a bit of credit. They changed shape and they made it harder for us. But even still, we've got to be much better. But like I said, the first half was a terrific performance, really good football. Could have been more. I had a great chance after 5 minutes, for example. But we'll take the 3 points and move on.
And Charles Vernham, continuing his excellent start to the season, had a hand in all 3 goals.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they made a sub, right back after 25 minutes, and then bringing the other guy off as well, who went back there. So I think he had a terrific afternoon until he got a bit tired then, got a little bit of cramp. So, yeah, look, we were good value for the win. There's no getting around that fact. And it's a good 3 points.
And this comes after a tough run of games, isn't it? Saturday, Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah,
like I say, that's game 10 of 36 days, and that's a tough run in anybody's book, in anybody's league. And the players deserve a huge amount of credit. They've got Monday off, not as a reward. Win, lose or draw today, they're going to get Monday off because they need to recharge a little bit. They need to spend a bit of time at home with the families, and hopefully we'll come back in Tuesday and feeling a little bit more refreshed. And by Thursday, definitely refreshed. And Friday, they'll be ready to go the day after. So we've got a bit, a week to wrap them in cotton wool a little bit without that incessant nature of all the matches.
And I think this game was earmarked from this first few games in this season as being probably the toughest of this first few.
Yeah, well, we all know that MK Dons are spending, absolute fortunes, and they've got a squad and a team that are going to do very well this year. I think we also showed how well we can play and how good we are. So, look, I think, they're going to be there or thereabouts. And when you play like we did, especially first half, then it shows that we might just be as well.
And towards the game, it all got a bit nervy, didn't it? But it was all about game management at that point.
Yeah, I said to the players, you didn't have to score again. We gave them a real cheap gone straight after half time. And it's not that we stopped trying to score goals, but it's like you were forcing it in wrong areas. But again, it's that decision making, unfamiliar territory for us. And it's like, come on, you'll get that. You will get that, and we've got this now as a learning point, as much as Tuesday night at Bradford, and as much as a Manchester United game, for example. So all them points, you've got to store and you've got to use them and refer back to them when needed going forwards.
Brilliant, great win. Thanks, David. Cheers.
Thank you.